appears ordinary till you see the core side of it.
And what you're looking for is the story behind the news.
We bring it to you from Lagos, the commercial capital of Nigeria.
Giving you all sides and political stories round the clock.
Every detail from the start line to the final whistle.
CoreTV News, expanding your view.
This is CoreTV News on the Hour with Nifemi Oguntoye. Tension is mounting in Ado-Ekiti, the capital of Ekiti State. And this follows an attack by gunmen who reportedly stormed the federal prison in the Ekiti State capital early in the hours of today. CoreTV News gathered that a number of people have also been killed in an ensuing battle between the gunmen and prison guards. The number of casualties, however, remain unknown. We'll bring you updates on that story subsequently. Away from there now to Adamawa, where the committee saddled with the responsibility of conducting the Adamawa State PDP House of Assembly primary election has concluded its exercise in Yola. The primary election has generated heated debate on the list of delegates brought by the committee from Abuja, which was refused by the party executive in the state. A court order later settled the disagreement between the committee and the party exco. Before announcing the results, the chairman of the committee, Tim Ehamadu, refused to read out the list of winners, stating that his mandate did not cover the announcement of result. After intense debate with journalists, the chairman later obliged, and the list of winners from various constituencies was read out. The All Progressives Congress has cleared the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Aminu Tambuwal, to contest for the party's governorship ticket in Sokoto State. Speaking to journalists in Kaduna shortly after he was screened and cleared by the party's screening committee for the Northwest geopolitical zone, Tambuwal insisted that the 2015 elections must hold. He argued that even in war-torn countries of the world, elections are held, so Nigeria should not be an exception. Tambuwal, however, expressed hope that the security challenge would be addressed by the government before elections in February next year. Zamfara State Governor Abdulaziz Abubakar Yari is convinced his performance would give him victory at the poll next year. He expressed his optimism shortly after he was screened and cleared for the governorship election by the officials of Northwest geopolitical zone of the APC. Governor Yari stated that he had performed creditably well and assured that the people will give him another mandate to consolidate on his performances. Others who were successful during the screening include the Director General of the Progressive Governors Forum, Salihu Mohammed Lukman, and Haruna Said from Kaduna State, Senator Kanti Bello from Katsina, Malam Bello Barau Gusau from Zamfara, Senator Abubakar Sadiq Yaradua from Katsina, and Alhaji Usman Alhaji from Kano. The All Progressives Congress says it has postponed its House of Assembly primaries scheduled for Monday, December 1st across the nation by a day as a mark of respect for those who were killed in Friday's terrorist attack on the Central Jumat Mosque in Kano, and in sympathy with those who were injured or affected one way or the other by the senseless attack. This was contained in a statement issued in Lagos by its National Publicity Secretary Lai Mohammed. The party said the House of Assembly primaries will now hold on Tuesday, December 2nd, 2014, while dates for all other primaries remained unchanged. The party described the attack as a monumental national tragedy, disclosing that the party cannot be oblivious to the plight of the victims of the absolutely condemnable and totally incomprehensible attack on defenseless citizens in such a hallowed place as a mosque. Meanwhile, the All Progressives Congress in Lagos says its primaries for the State House of Assembly will not hold as earlier scheduled today, but will now hold tomorrow, Tuesday, 2nd December 2015, in compliance with the directives of the national leadership of the party. Vice Chairman Funsho Logunde made the disclosure at a meeting where he also sympathized with victims of the Kano bomb blast. Omatayo Law, who visited the party state secretariat, has more in this report.
The Lagos APC Secretariat was a beef of activities as party members and aspirants in the forthcoming primaries for the Lagos State House of Assembly all came to see how the preparation was going. But the state chapter, through its vice chairman, Funsho Olugunde, says it will go ahead a day later than planned.
We need to show solidarity and identify with the family of the deceased.
In their reactions, these APC chieftains were pleased with the development, while disclosing that they will return on Monday to go ahead with the preparation for the primaries.
It is our prayer that the Lord, whom we all serve, will grant their families the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss.
I think I'm in line with the postponement. Yeah, I think it's in good faith.
These aspirants for the Ajeromi Felodo constituency have this to say on why they have offered themselves for service.
In my constituency, our youth is lacking job. Most of them are jobless. I want to end the thuggery of our youth in the constituency.
If the party slogan says change, I think it's about time we changed the person representing us since 1999.
That place looks like a rural area and is in urban area. So we want to correct that impression. We want people to... The place is well populated and we don't have government attention.
Another aspirant, Tajuddin Adebola, applauded the All Progressives Congress for the peaceful and transparent preparation towards the primaries.
Everything is going on orderly. In fact, it only shows that the party is very, very democratic. No animosity from every quarters, and they are very transparent.
The vice chairman of the party, Funsho Olugunde, however, hinted that the primaries will be conducted at the local council development areas, adding that the most popular candidates will emerge as the party's choice for each constituency.
We have 40 constituencies, and each ward will fall into the constituency to which it belongs for the purpose of attendance at the primaries.
While the atmosphere is characterized with peace during this period of preparation, the result of the primaries will show if this atmosphere will persist. Omotayualo, CoreTV News, Lagos.
Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar says the All Progressives Congress will resist any form of rigging by the ruling People's Democratic Party in the 2015 general elections. Atiku, a presidential aspirant of the All Progressives Congress, held a series of meetings with delegates from Ondo State and the party's executive members at separate venues in Akure as he continues his bid to clinch the party's ticket. He said the party would insist on free and fair polls in 2015.
We will insist. We will insist on free and fair elections because under this government you have to insist on your right. Otherwise, they don't give it to you on a platter of gold.
And what do you think are your chances of winning this election?
Very bright. I mean, APC has all what it takes to win this election. Nobody wants PDP anymore.
You're on to CoreTV News on the Hour, live from Lagos. We'll take a break now, and I'll be back with more stories. Stay with us.
Every day, every hour, and every minute, news break in Nigeria. Things happen so fast, it's most times difficult to track and comprehend them. But that's what we do right here on DJ360. 2015, would you want to come back again?
It's like asking Jesus Christ if he knew he was going to die, will you want to come back as the savior of the world again?
We do not just help you track the stories, we break them down, explore all the angles, analyze the issues so that you can fully comprehend the stories and use them to make the right decisions.
Welcome back. You can access all of our news stories on any of our social media platforms. On Facebook, it's facebook.com/CoreTV News. Our Twitter handle is at CoreTV News NG. And we're streaming live on YouTube. It's trending on youtube.com/CoreTV. Leave a space and news. The restoration of rights and privileges of former Ekiti State Governor Shagoni by the incumbent Ayodele Fayose has once again exposed the political divide in the state. Rashid, who spoke to Shagoni in an exclusive interview, has more in this report.
The decision by Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose in putting back the picture of former Governor Shagoni, who was sacked by the Court of Appeal in Ilorin in 2010 to its former place, has its significance, as explained by the governor.
Today, formally, I'm acknowledging that Shagoni has contributed his quota. That remains a statement of fact. We can talk to each other any which way when we talk politics. But in issues of reality, you can't take away the roads, the policies of Shegun, the roads, the goodwill, the few things he was able to achieve in his tenure. So for me, Shegun is restored as governor that has served in this state.
But while reacting in an interview with CoreTV News in Osogbo, the immediate past governor of Ekiti, Kayode Fayemi, dismissed Fayoshe's action as an afterthought of what he has done while in office as governor of the state.
I don't play games with the people. In all my period in office, everybody knew that I had nothing but respect and admiration for all the people who had occupied the positions before me. At no time were any privileges removed from Governor Oni, and at no time has any privilege been restored back to Governor Oni. I challenge whoever is telling you that to bring evidence of what has been restored. Governor Oni's photograph did not leave my office for one day in all my 4 years in office. So what is being replaced if it was never removed? So if people want to play games, they can play games.
But for Shegun, he appreciates the gesture by Fayoshe, but with reservations.
It is so, I want to thank him. And I want to say that I appreciate that gesture for whatever it is. But that does also not change my position, because where I'm standing on principles. Without malice to anybody, I'm standing for development of the people, not just of Ekiti, of Nigeria. I'm standing for progress. I'm standing for the change that is going to liberate the people of Nigeria.
With the 2015 general elections looming large, this gesture is definitely not enough to bring the leaders out of the trenches of war. Rashid, CoreTV News.
Sultan of Sokoto and leader of Muslims in Nigeria, Mohammed Sa'ad Abubakar III, says all Islamic sects in the country must unite and fight Boko Haram insurgency. The Sultan, while condemning the suicide bomb blast at the Kano Central Mosque on Friday, which left about 120 worshippers dead and many others injured, stated that the attackers are not Muslims. The monarch, who spoke at a post-2014 Hajj conference at the National Mosque, challenged all stakeholders, particularly the federal government, to work towards ending insurgency in the country. The Secretary General of Jamaatul Nasrul Islam, Khalid Abubakar Aliyu, while condemning the attack, restated the need for the federal government to show more commitment towards ending the carnage in the northeast. Aliyu further called on the federal government to move from mere speech-making on the issue of ending Boko Haram to taking decisive actions that would show the government as serious in its anti-terrorism campaign. National leader of the All Progressives Congress, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has also said that it's time for Christians and Muslims to stand arm in arm against Boko Haram. This, according to him, is because the insurgent group is seeking to intimidate adherents of the two religions through wanton destruction. He also insisted in his reaction to Friday's gun and bomb attack on the Kano Central Mosque that the attack that claimed more than 100 lives couldn't have come from people who know or serve God. Tinubu added in a statement issued by his media office that Boko Haram killed people praying to God because the God of the insurgent group is Satan himself. Naval operatives from the Central Naval Command, Yenegua, Bayelsa State, have arrested 9 suspected illegal oil criminals and a vessel laden with 66,000 barrels of suspected stolen oil. The suspects were arrested through a tip-off at Eremo Field in Eremo community off Brass River in a Kirimo local government area of the state. The vessel, MT Dera 1, belonging to an oil exploration and production company, reportedly went to the Kirimo Field for product testing, but was later discovered to have illegally loaded 66,000 barrels, that's about 11 million liters of substance suspected to be crude oil. Parading the 9-member crew, Salisu Jibril put the value of the crude oil at over ₦1 billion and disclosed that the activities of the exploration company at the oil field was not duly approved according to Nigerian Navy's extant regulation. Traders who stormed the Abuja National Carnival with hopes of making bumper sales are now regretting their presence at this year's outing. The reason being the near absence of participants and visitors at the show, which has rubbed off negatively on sales at the mini market that has become a regular feature of the carnival. The few customers in sight are also cautious about the high price.
No market, no people, no see anybody. That people will come, they look for carnival, never see the people now.
The sellers here are a bit smart. Though it appears as if it's cheap, at the end of the day, you may, if not careful, end up buying probably at a higher price than even the prevailing market rate.
We'll take a break now and I'll be back with stories outside Nigeria. Don't go away.
You can now watch CoreTV News live from anywhere in the world on our website www.coretvnews.com. Click on Live TV on our website and watch us live.
And welcome to CoreTV Primetime Days.
To follow us on Twitter, click on Twitter icon on our website. On Facebook, click on the Facebook and YouTube to see all our previous news production. You can also watch us live on YouTube. Click CoreTV, leave a space, then news. CoreTV News, a 24-hour news station.
All right, let's start from Switzerland, where Swiss voters have in a referendum decided against drastically limiting immigration to the country. In Asia, projections show 74% of those participating in the referendum voted no on limiting net immigration to Switzerland to fewer than 17,000 people a year. The measure was one of three issues voters were to decide on, including bids to scrap special tax breaks for rich foreigners living but not working in Switzerland, and on forcing the central bank to increase the gold reserves, all of which were rejected according to the early results. Those in favor of limiting immigration had argued that a curb would ease pressure on the country's economy and environment. Those opposed said the curb would be bad for the economy. Just under 1/4 of Switzerland's 8 million people were born abroad, which together with Australia has the highest percentage in the world. The World Health Organization says the death toll from the worst Ebola outbreak on record has reached nearly 7,000 in West Africa. The toll of 6,928 deaths showed a leap of just over 1,200 since the organization released its previous report that was on Wednesday. The UN Health Agency, however, did not provide any explanation for the sharp increase, but the figures published on its website appear to include previously unreported deaths from the virus. The data released by the WHO, which covers the three hard-hit countries, reveals that just over 16,000 people have been diagnosed with the Ebola virus since the outbreak was confirmed in the forests of remote southeastern Guinea in March. Guinea, Sierra Leone and Liberia have accounted for all but 15 of the deaths in the outbreak, which has touched 5 other countries, according to previous WHO figures. I believe that wraps it this hour on CoreTV News. Join us again at the top of the hour for more stories. I am Nifemi Oguntoye. Thanks for being there.